What's up everybody, I'm Abatage, and welcome to a bit of Backlog Blues. That's right, I'm not calling it Check This Out anymore because that's a dumb name and I've never liked it. So I changed it to Backlog Blues. Don't know why, I just like alliteration I guess, but it's still the same format, going through old games in my, well, not necessarily old games, but going through games in my library which I haven't necessarily given much attention to, and games where I want to do like a one-off but maybe don't want to do an entire series. Hence, we're looking at Cook Serve Delicious, because there's now Cook Serve Delicious 2 on the market, but this is the first one, and I never really had a look at it and got into it before, but I've been playing it a lot lately, and man, it's rad. I highly recommend it. It's pretty cheap too, so, you know, it's the kind of thing that my sister played it and she liked it, and she doesn't play games, so hey, cool. But let's jump in. If you don't know what Cook Serve Delicious is, it's basically a kind of like a typing challenge, like a dexterity challenge for you, because you run a restaurant and you have to push keys at the right time, and it's very, you know, stress-inducing and manic as you play. So you get the idea anyway. If you've never seen it before, I mean, chances are you have seen this and hey, let's just chill out and play some. But it can be frantic as hell, and I'll probably lose my shit somewhere along the way. You can see I'm up to a 4-star restaurant. I've got through enough requirements on the checklist to get here. On my current checklist, I need 20 days of service as a 4-star restaurant. I need to pass 4 safety inspections. I passed 1. I need to win the Iron Cook finale, which I haven't obviously done. And I need to complete a mysterious tournament challenge. So you run your restaurant, but then there's also extra events, such as the Iron Cook Studio and the Hungry Festivities. And these are like, that's the mysterious events. This is the Iron Chef kind of equivalent. I've done all of them except Italian Challenge. We're not going to do it right now because I'm a little rusty at the moment, so we're gonna have an easy day. We're going to try and have an easy day. Obviously, the higher stars in your restaurant, the more buzz you have, which means the more people are going to come in and the busier a day you're going to have. Let's check out what foods we've got. We've bought all of them except soup, because every time I've tried out soup, it's told me how difficult it is. There's also specialty foods, which I've bought some of, but haven't really done much with, and I haven't, you know, there's more that I can buy as well. This is where all your money goes as well, because these are not necessarily cheap. Like, if I want to get sushi, I need $1,800 to buy sushi and put it on my menu, and I can continue upgrading it, which will make it more expensive, but it'll also make it more difficult to prepare. And every food while we're here has these attributes. So this one has a high chance of a customer leaving a big tip. This one's a great rainy day dish, so if it's a rainy day, people will probably order this a lot more. This is a healthy food, so health nuts will dig it. You'll get +5 buzz. And if you put lots of health nut foods together, they'll support each other. Afternoon delight. These people obviously like sushi a lot more in the afternoon. Menu rot. So after a while of having this on your menu, it's not going to be that popular, so you want to kind of take it off and then put it back on again. Creates a lot of trash. And also, people want this to be perfect. They don't want any sloppy Joe sushi. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to do a day in the restaurant. But we need to set our active menu. As you can see here, these foods, like the steak here... Steak has already had menu rot because I basically have it on every time it doesn't. So you need to have it off for a day, and then you can put it on for a couple of days. Take it off for a day, put it back on for a couple of days. Same with fish. I tend to do a lot of fish and steak because they're quite easy. And I have them upgraded a fair way. You can see this is a 5-star steak, so that's worth a lot of money as well. People pay for that shit. Because I'm in a 4-star restaurant now though, I can't make dippy dogs, and I can't make pretzels, because we're too high class for that. You can see these ones with stapler icons. They are staples, meaning they will never... People will never get sick of having them on the menu. So I basically have always had beer and salad. I recently got coffee, because it's a specialty food. And honestly, I can't remember how to make coffee, but that's okay. We'll try it anyway. We're going to put chicken in the daily special, because basically whatever's in the daily special, more people will order. Let's also do... Let's do some burgers. So these are 5-star burgers, so that means there's more ingredients, but they're also worth more. And let's also... I'm kind of thinking pizza maybe. But then maybe something a little bit easier just for this, because I haven't actually played this for a couple of weeks, so I'm kind of a little bit rusty, and it is the kind of game that you need to be in the rhythm on, you know. So maybe we'll do some fries. Yeah, we can do some burgers and fries, and they can get some chicken if they want. Yeah, that'll do. Now this could be disastrous, or it could be great. But we're going to dive in. And I may or may not talk much. So basically, orders come in on the left there, and you hit the corresponding button. We'll take our time with this one. You can see on the right, it tells you hold the down arrow to pour the beer. We want to pour it, and if we pour it correctly, we'll get a little yellow thing, and they'll tell us that it's all good. So we want sweet potato fries with salt. Put them in the bowl. Add the salt. Hit that. We want the chicken breast. We want to tenderize it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Season it. Cook it. 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Season it. Cook it. Let's do some greens and carrots on there. You can play with the mouse as well, but obviously it's a lot quicker just to type things. You can see the chicken cooking, and when they're done, they've got a certain amount of time before you have to serve it. So if you serve it quicker, people will be happier. We'll do some vinaigrette, cheese, onion, bacon, mushrooms. Let's do a chicken patty. Let's make a coffee with some creamer. What's creamer? C. Okay. So I'm basically not looking at the right-hand side of the screen once I know what I'm doing. So this one's chicken, bacon, cheese, pickles, and Swiss cheese. The thing that gets confusing is that something like bacon, perhaps, might actually be a different key depending on what dish you're doing. So it's rush hour at the moment, which is why... Oh shit, I didn't count. Which is why I'm kind of getting a bit confused. And why there's more orders coming in, so we're just going to shut up for a second. Chicken patties, meat patties, meat patties. Let's get that beer. Serve that. Let's do this. I got that wrong, obviously. 1, bacon, lettuce, tomatoes, cheese. 4, meat, lettuce, bacon, cheese, tomatoes. 5, meat, cheese. Let's grab 7. Let's grab 8. Lettuce, tomato, pickle, onions. Let's do some dishes while we're here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 meat patty. 7's good to go. Bacon, cheese, onions. Let's pour that beer. Let's pour that beer. Let's pour that beer. Rush hour's over, but we need to complete these. Ranch and cheese. Let's have some of that. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Season. 2, 1 we can serve. That needs to go there. 3, meat patty. 4, vinaigrette, cheese, onion. 1 will pour the beer. And 3, meat, tomato, pickles. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see how it gets quite confusing, especially during rush hour, and depending on the complexity of each dish that you're serving. So some of them are quite complex, as in you need to enter a lot of keys. Like they have a lot of ingredients, and then they have cooking time, and then they have, you know, variations as well, and different amounts and that sort of thing. So you can see how it gets quite hectic. I'm already a little bit stressed. And basically the way it works is there are 2 rush hours each day. So we have 1 at about lunchtime and 1 at about knockoff time. Bacon, cheese, onion, Swiss cheese, meat patty. And depending on what you have on your menu, you have different things at different times of the day. Cheese, bacon, cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Meat and lettuce only. And you have chores to do during the day as well, like this. And you can basically just mash keys to do the chores, I find. Like, you don't have to do accurate. Like, I'm just mashing every key when that happens. When the dishes come up and you have to kind of go left and right and up to do it. But if you just mash all the keys, you'll hit the right ones anyway. And like, oh, someone, you know, we'll give them a thumbs up. Thanks for checking out our restaurant. Have a chicken patty. We're heading into another rush hour. Let's do it. Let's flush the toilet because these dirty pigs haven't flushed our toilet. Chicken, bacon, cheese, pickles, Swiss cheese. 1 meat patty, beer. One of the things I do fuck up a lot is hitting the right key on the left there to choose which dish I'm working out. And that can be trouble because you can basically, like, if something's not cooked yet, but you hit the key for that 3, 4, 5, 6, but you hit the key for that dish, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I did that by mistake, I meant to go there. But if you hit the key for the dish, it'll serve it before it's ready to be served, and you'll... Oh shit, I got that wrong. And you'll lose score, basically. I need to concentrate, because this is rush hour. I shouldn't be messing around with all this crap. 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, meat patty, 4, chicken patty, meat patty. And obviously the more you can serve, the more money you can make and the more customers you can get through. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And when I'm not talking about it, it can obviously go a lot quicker and hopefully be a little bit more accurate as well. Chicken, bacon, cheese, pickles, Swiss cheese. 7's ready to go. 2, meat and tomato only. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Season. 1, let's do that with some creamer and we'll give you some sugar as well because that's what you're asking for. Serve that up. We'll flush the toilet because you dirty animals. 1,000... Ooh. No, that was ranch. Damn it. See, I got that wrong. Not happy with that. 1 meat patty. Serve that. Do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can see items like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like the chicken is easy because you just have to kind of beat it and then serve it. Whereas things like, you know, the burgers need to be assembled. Damn it, that was a bad pour. The salads need to be assembled. Things like pizzas need to be assembled. You know, it goes on and on. Things get more and more complex. And that's why I think the soup is known as the most complex, because you have to kind of cook the soup, but then you have to chop vegetables and stuff as well. Tomatoes and pickles. Oh. Now that was a day. That wasn't too bad, but it was pretty bad. The funny thing is that you can see we get our summary at the end of the day here, and let me bring in my mouse. Whew. We served 69 customers. We got perfect 65. We got 4 average ones, so we didn't get any bad, so that's good. We completed all our chores. We got some tips. Our highest combo, which is the highest amount of perfect orders before dropping the ball, was 35. And we earned some buzz, and we didn't get any negative buzz. We did all our chores, rah, rah. Sometimes you'll get robbed, and you'll have to kind of do a quick sketch artist of the robber. Let's hope we never get that, because it's a pain in the ass. But let's do one more day, actually, while we're here. So you get emails every day. Blah, blah, blah. Guy would like to bless you with his presence today. He'll be eating 3 of your meals spanning from 4 PM to 7 PM. He requests that you have the following items on your menu. Pizza, soup, pasta, and steak. That's not going to happen, buddy. Yeah. So we would be able to gain a lot of buzz and stuff if this will tell us what weather it is, so we can cater our foods to the weather if we so desire. It was a new iron cook thing to do. Okay, cool. But every day, I don't really bother catering my menu to... See, we didn't sell many chips in that, did we? Let's put fish there and let's put steak there. And let's do pizza just for something different, and we'll keep coffee and salads and beer, I reckon. But, I forget my train of thought now. But we can upgrade foods. Some things still have some upgrades left to go. Ooh, we could upgrade some pizza. What does that do? Adds new ingredients and stuff. So what I like to do is if I upgrade something, I like to be able to practice it first because it adds new ingredients, which is new keys to learn. But you can see it increases our menu price. But I don't want to do it right now because we'll do it... I'll do it some other time. But let's just concentrate on this and see if we can do really well. Come on now, come at me. Okay, fish is really easy. It's just blunk, season, lemon, cook. So it's like you go left, down, right with your arrows, like that. And then you either season it and lemon it and cook it, or you just season it and cook it. So, you know, it's pretty straightforward. And it's really easy just to get it done. Which is why I like having it on the menu. Especially as a special. Because it's worth a bit, but takes fuck all to actually get done. But you can see how this game is just... It's addictive, man, because as you get better at it and you start getting perfect streaks and you start aiming for combos and, you know, doing complex meals and earning lots of money, it gets really confusing. You know, they just want cheese on a pizza? These weird people. Okay, so this is steak. We basically need to... We'll season it twice. We'll give it some smoky dust. We'll give it 3 spicies and 2 juicies. And that's all there is involved with steak. Anyway, let's catch up here a bit. Coffee, creamer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Vinaigrette, cheese, onions. Let's get rid of that quickly. Let's do tomato sauce and cheese. Let's get rid of that steak. Tomato sauce, cheese, pepperoni, sausage, bacon, anchovies, ham, mushrooms, olives, onions, pineapple. 3 and 4 ready to go. 5, 6, tomato sauce, cheese, mushrooms, olives, pineapple. 2, 1, season once, 2 kicks of spice. You've got it, baby. 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 1 juice, 2. There, 6 is good. We got to do some dishes. Season. Oh no, we didn't want lemon on that. Oh well. Cheese, sausage, mushrooms, olive, onions. That's ready to go. Mushrooms, greens. That's ready to go. That was a bad one. Season. Hickory, 1, 2, 3, 4 juice. That was a bad one. That was a bad one. 1. Let's get that trap set. Let's get the toilet flushed. Let's make this pizza. Pepperoni, sausage, bacon, ham. Let's get this steak. Twice seasoned, 1 smoked, 3 spicy, 2 juicy. Tomato sauce and cheese. Tomato sauce, cheese, anchovies, mushrooms, olives, onions. 5 is good to go. 6 is good to go. 7, season, cook. 2 is good to go. Season, cook. 3, tomato sauce, anchovies, mushrooms. Oh, see, I hit 3 instead of 4, and it wasn't ready to be served, so I just got a bad order. That was regrettable. Tomato sauce, cheese, anchovies. Let's wash some dishes. Fish. Okay, we're caught up. Only 3 hours after rush hour ended, but we're still caught up. Man, it gets frantic. Frantic. But yeah, like just then I hit the wrong order by mistake, so I ended up serving someone a meal before it had finished cooking, so it was a bad meal. When really I was trying to select a new meal to start preparing that. And that's where it gets confusing, really. It's just kind of... It's all straightforward, it's just... It gets frantic and stresses you out and you start making dumb mistakes like that. And especially when I'm, you know, recording the damn thing and talking out loud. I feel it's a bit silly saying that because it's kind of like saying, no, please believe me, I'm not that bad. But I can do better. Basically, if you don't get a perfect day, you haven't been trying hard enough. Obviously, we're not going to see any perfect days in this particular video. But hey. And basically, Cook Save Delicious 2 is the same thing with more features, which is really good. Because I've watched some videos of people playing it, and it's the same thing. It hasn't changed heaps. Oh, we're in another rush hour. But it's just got more features, which is exactly basically what you'd want out of this game, I think. So I would highly recommend checking them out. And that. Fish, no lemon. Tomato sauce, anchovies, mushrooms. That sounds like a tasty pizza. Have some lemon on that. 5, seasoned, twice juicy, twice bacon. Lemon. And that. Lemon, do some dishes. Number 2. Number 1's ready. Number 3. Vinaigrette, mushrooms, and greens. 5, 4. 3, set that trap. 2's ready to go. Ranch, cheese, bacon. Let's pour a couple of beers while we're here. 4's ready to go. 2. Cheese and onion. Another beer. That was a pretty good rush hour. We've got up to a 33 combo. Not bad. So, you know, once you do get into the rhythm, and that's why it's kind of, you can get rusty with this game. Because essentially when you get into the rhythm, you can remember, you know, what all the keys are and the combos and stuff, and all you're looking at is the order and just fulfilling the order. You're not trying to remember, oh, what's the key for pepperoni again, or sausage, and because like this one, you know, sausage is M and mushrooms is U, so it can be a little bit confusing, but once you're used to it, it makes sense. So, you know, creamer 1, 2. It's about just memory and learning the combinations you need to fire out when different orders come in. Like, I don't think I've ever had salad off the menu, so I kind of remember salad all the time. But hey, that was pretty good. That was better than last time. We only fucked up 2 orders, but we did 2 less orders, so we kind of fucked up 4. But bigger combo this time, 42 times. That's pretty cool. Did more chores. You know, all around a better day. Maybe we didn't earn as much, but who knows. And so, you know, once we've done 20 days, we'll have this one ticked off, and by then, hopefully, we'll have this other stuff, and we'll be on to a 5-star restaurant. What's up? My name's Pepper. I want to build a better toilet. Okay, so I can give them $2,000, and we'll get a better toilet. Let's do that. Basically, that means like that chore will come up less often. A video went viral. How about that? I don't care. So, you know, that's that. That is Cook Serve Delicious. And that's what we're going to leave it at. There's like, they were weekly challenges and stuff, but they've now finished that because you can see, we'll see you in Cook Serve Delicious too. So there's lots of other modes. There's battle kitchens where you can basically do funky things. There's the extra stuff here where you can do catering events where you have to, like, you know, serve a whole bunch of drinks to people and that's it. Or, you know, a whole bunch of lasagna and that's it. They're actually a really fun way of doing things and learning different combinations. Like the American challenge was making a lot of burgers and a lot of beers and a lot of, I think it was maybe fried chicken or something. I can't remember. But, you know, it's a good way to break it up, and you actually learn the combinations a lot more by having to do them so repetitively. So, you know, it's such a good game, and it's so compelling, and it's a lot of fun. I've already spent about 15 hours in it to get where I'm at. So there's probably another 5 hours up my sleeve just to get to the 5-star restaurant and to kind of succeed at it. But, you know, there's a lot of content there, and it is pretty cheap these days. I think the new one is even pretty cheap as well. As in, there's no reason not to just go straight to Cook Serve Delicious 2 if you have never looked at any of them. But yeah, that's it. That's it for this look at this brilliant little game, which is so unique as well. Like, come on. I don't know any other games that do the same thing, but maybe that's my own ignorance. But it's a great one to have in your back catalogue and fire up and really just rip through. You've got to kind of play it consistently for a while, just so you get used to, you know, the different recipes and the right buttons to push and that sort of thing. But, you know, bash it out for a couple of weeks and then be done, and you'll have had a good time. Anyway, that's where I'm going to leave it. Thanks so much for watching this Backlog Blues. Yes, it's not Check This Out anymore because, as I said at the top, so sick of I've never liked that title, but I just kind of went with it for the hell of it. So from now on out, it's Backlog Blues, baby, which kind of has a bit of a negative overtone, but there's some gems, and I love the blues. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.